Never the Bride by Paul Mars. Episode 1, The Night Owls.
My name is Brenda. Welcome. Welcome to Whitby. This is where I retired to a little while ago. I wanted to live a quiet life, a simple life, running a guest house, hidden away in these higgledy-piggledy Victorian streets. I was going to join that massive throng of B&B ladies in Whitby, frying up breakfasts and making up beds. I do all of that, of course, but I also seem to get involved in curious adventures with alarming regularity, spooky and mysterious adventures. It seems that I'm just that kind of girl, and this is just that kind of place, swathed in sea mist, teeming with monsters. You've got to watch your step here in Whitby, even when your feet are as big as mine. And even if you've got hands that are just a bit on the large side, and you can look after yourself in a punch-up, you have to don a kind of disguise and pretend to be just another sweet old lady in a quiet seaside town. Anyway, hush. This all began rather gently. I was having my usual morning coffee and cake with my best friend, Effie. We were sitting in our very favourite cafe over in the oldest part of town, somewhere near the 199 steps leading down from the ancient abbey. I must say, I don't see how you ever make any money out of that junk shop of yours.
Junk? That's nice.
Well, you know what I mean. Knick-knacks.
Antique collectibles, I'll have you know, Brenda.
What I mean is, you hardly ever open. Only about 2 hours a day, and you absolutely hate browsers.
It's true, I can't stand the way they just loiter about.
How do you survive?
I have my means. Anyway, money's overrated. I don't have many wants.
Oh, I do. Anyway, I like to be up and doing. I like work.
Well, it takes all sorts, doesn't it?
And how was that, ladies? Anything else I can get for you, is there?
No. That walnut cake was rather less moist than we're used to.
Oh, changed our suppliers, didn't we? And we're not very satisfied either.
See, Brenda? Everything's slipping. Hell in a handbasket is the phrase that comes to mind.
Well, we'd know about that, wouldn't we?
Excuse me. It's Effie Jacobs, isn't it?
It is. What of it?
I thought I recognised your voice. Oh, my God! You're famous. You're a celebrity.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
But you are.
But, my dear, I think...
Wait till I tell the others.
I don't understand me and her. We've been coming in here for about 2 years. Why is she suddenly famous?
What? Don't you know?
Oh, she's being ridiculous, Brenda. Come on, let's go.
The Night Owls, that's why. That's why she's a celebrity now, isn't that right, Effie?
Come along, Brenda.
Effie? What is she on about?
Oh, she's quite clearly off her rocker. She's probably on some form of recreational drug, or what's Whitby coming to?
Oh, bye then, Effie. I'll listen out for you. You'll be on again, won't you? On the Night Owls.
What was that all about?
Oh, she was quite clearly mixing me up with somebody else.
She seemed very sure of herself and she knew your name.
Never mind, Brenda. It's nothing.
You've gone and got yourself involved in something, haven't you?
Now, stop it, Brenda.
Oh, what is it? Some new investigation? Oh, you really love it, don't you? You're never happy unless there's something spooky you can go shoving your beaky old nose into.
Oh, I like that.
What are the Night Owls? The waitress mentioned the Night Owls twice. What are they?
Oh, nothing, Brenda. Oh, just leave it, will you? Now listen, I've got an appointment at Reenie's for a shampoo and set. I'm saying goodbye to you here.
I'll see you later, then.
Look, I'm not being secretive. It's just, well, it's not a mystery. It's not something spooky. You just don't need to know what it is, Brenda.
I see.
Bye, then.
It's a cult, isn't it?
Oh, I don't think so. Can you see Effie joining a cult?
Oh, yes, quite frankly. She comes from generations of Whitby witches. We don't know what she might be inclined to get herself into.
If it was anything important, she'd tell you about it herself, Brenda. She trusts you. You're a friend. She hasn't got many of those.
Oh, I know. You're right, Robert. You're always right. So level-headed.
I don't know about that.
Oh, I do. Effie and I would have come a cropper a couple of times in our investigations if it hadn't been for you, Robert.
I just help out when I can. I can't let my best friend get into danger, can I?
Oh, don't you think it's strange, a young man like you, having an old woman like me for a best friend?
Not really. How old are you again? 206?
Oh, no, really, I do depend on you, lovey. And I feel like I'm going to do even more so in the coming weeks.
How's that? Oh, don't tell me. You've got a feeling in your water. Something wicked this way comes.
That's right, I do.
I've learnt to trust your intuition about these things. I'll be there to help, Brenda, whatever happens.
Thanks, sweetheart. Now, more sherry?
Oh, I meant to ask, have you got any of these convention people staying at yours?
What convention?
Something Mrs. Claus is hostessing at her Christmas hotel. We're getting a spillover guest up at the Hotel Miramar. I wondered if you had any staying with you.
Any what?
It's a convention for people who dress up as things.
What kind of things?
I'm not sure.
Goodness. No, I don't think I've got any of those booked in. When is it?
This weekend. We're swarming with them up at the Miramar. I've seen some very funny sights going about in the skin-tight lycra and the masks.
Maybe that's what Effie's up to. I still had a funny wave of foreboding going right through me that Monday afternoon. I nipped down to the grocery store on the ground floor of my guest house. Owners, Lena and Raph, both very obliging and friendly, and very, very nosy. Lena would know what the night owls were.
You mean you've never heard of them?
I thought maybe a weird secret society or something. Hang on, you mean you have heard of them?
Of course. I've even been on the show.
Show?
Raph, listen to this. Brenda hasn't even heard of the night owls.
Oh, where's she been?
Tell me what it is.
Here, look. In the listings, local radio.
Oh, I never listened to that.
Whitby FM from 11 p.m. till 6 a.m. every night of the week.
The Night Owls. Oh.
Are you saying you've never tuned in?
Well, I've never even heard of it. Should I have?
But everyone listens. Everyone.
We've been up all night, every night, for the past 3 weeks.
You do both look a bit tired.
And so does Effie, doesn't she?
Oh, so do loads of people on Whitby just lately. Haven't you noticed?
Now that you mention it, yes, they do. I thought there was maybe a bug going round. Me, I tend to be impervious to stuff like that, but...
Everyone is staying up all night, listening to their trannies in bed.
Well, she means wireless radios, rather than cross-dressing friends, of course.
Oh, of course.
But what is it? What is this show?
Oh, you must listen. You must tune in.
Doesn't say much about it here, except... Oh!
Problem?
The host, Mr. Danby.
Oh, he's wonderful. He's ever so good at putting his guests at their ease.
He would be.
I think you should listen and judge for yourself.
I will. And while I'm here, I'll have a box of spicy tea, please.